As I thought about offering a Christmas reflection, what came to mind was the photo exhibit that opened this September at the Marie-Louise Trichet Art Gallery at Wisdom House in Litchfield, Connecticut. The exhibit, A Place for You, a select collection of photographs and journaling by Lee Cantalone. The exhibit features displaced women and children who are victims of Boko Haram and Fulani violence and is aimed at understanding the meaning of being internally displaced. At the time of Christmas, we think of the Holy Family. The Holy Family was forced to flee their country, and so were refugees. Refugees are persons forced to flee his or her country for fear of persecution for reasons of race, religion, nationality, political opinion, or membership in a particular social group. Internally displaced persons are forced to flee his or her home, but remain within their country's borders. Evidence indicates that Boko Haram actively targets refugees and internally displaced persons. The photographs of the women and children featured in the exhibit, A Place for You, are intensely heart-wrenching and call us to action on behalf of those suffering from racism, discrimination, and domination. I want to call your attention to the mission and work of Unanima International. Refugees, migrants, and the internally displaced, especially women and children, are among the most vulnerable groups in society. These are the focus of Unanima International's mission. As I experienced the faces of the women and children in the exhibit, A Place for You, I was reminded that Unanima International played a key role this year in putting together a collection of faces, voices, and experiences of those living homelessness in its varied aspects, as part of the advocacy undertaken at the 58th Commission for Social Development at the United Nations in February. Though we have all spent most of this year close to home, we are still called to love without borders. How we do that has taken on creative and sometimes challenging efforts as we navigate the ways to stay together virtually. We bought one of Lee Cantalone's photographs for the Provincial office. The photo is entitled Samaru, Widow and Her Children. The proceeds from the sale of this photo will directly support the Samaru Refuge for Widows in Kandua, Nigeria. One thing we can all do as we stay in during the pandemic is to pray for those who are refugees, displaced persons, and homeless, and then commit ourselves to education and to work to advocate for those who are among the most vulnerable, both globally and in our own backyard. As I gaze upon this photo, I hear the verse in St. Paul's first letter to the Corinthians. And now faith, hope, and love abide. These three, and the greatest is love. This Christmas season, may our faith in Jesus' incarnate wisdom fill us with a hope grounded in desire and optimism for justice and peace. And based in that love that wisdom has for us, may we continue to be inspired and strengthened to love without borders.